Well, Marcus, that was a dominant display, but just happy, I suppose, that you could get the job done this evening.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think they set up to defend well and play on the counter-attack. It took us a while in the first half. We actually got the goal from a set piece, so it's good to score from set pieces as well, so we're happy with that. But yeah, when we got 1-0 up, the game opened up a little bit more in the second half, and we created a lot more chances. We could have had a couple more goals as well. Yeah,
that first goal coming at a good time just before the break. Was there a sense from the team coming into the break at half-time of frustration that they weren't able to kill off that game with the chances in the first half?
I think it's a mix, you know, between frustration and just calmness. You have to be calm to keep creating the chances, and then be clinical in taking the chances that you create. So I think the fact that we scored just before half-time is a big help. You know, we come out in the second half looking for more goals, looking for more spaces, and you know, we found them in the end.
I imagine it's pretty rewarding to come off the bench and make an impact on the game. You're just one goal away now from a landmark 100 goals for the club. Did that enter your thoughts at all tonight?
No, it's just about getting the job done. You know, it will be nice when it does happen. You know, it'll be a great achievement for myself and for my family. But yeah, focus on the next game now and, you know, look to win that game.
Obviously, the win tonight keeps the hopes of topping the group alive, and given the teams that are coming down from the Champions League, you'll be looking to avoid any kind of playoff game. Do you have the belief that motivation, the confidence now that you can do that in the final game with Real Sociedad?
Yeah, I think we have to go there and score 2 goals. We have to win by 2 goals. So you know, we'll do what we always do. We'll try and create chances, try and score goals, and also try and defend well. It's going to be a tough game, but you know, we're looking forward to the challenge.
And unbeaten now in 7 games. Is there a real feeling that this team are starting to click together?
Yeah, I think you know, it's took a lot of hard work and a lot of time as well to adapt and change. But we're understanding it more and more now. You know, we are keeping more and more clean sheets. We're defending better. We still need to score more goals going forward, but you know, 3 goals tonight is good for us.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Looking really sharp at the moment, Marcus Rashford, and after coming on at half-time, how impressed were you with him?
Do you know, I was just blown away by the numbers there. 99 goals for Manchester United at 24. I think that's amazing. I think the talent's there for Marcus. You know, he can play in so many different positions. Just needs to get a few more goals. But I think what he's been able to achieve at such a young age, Scholes, is pretty amazing.
Incredible, yeah. Not just the goals he scores, his appearances as well. I think at 24 years of age, 360.
360.
It's incredible, really. And look, the lad's a real talent. He bursts onto the scene when people didn't really expect him to. And look, he does get a little bit of stick for his finishing, but he does like to smash the ball a lot. He's not much of a placer into corners. I think he could develop that. He's still young, 24. I think that can come to his game. And he would like to score more goals, but he's a real threat, and he makes a lot of chances himself as well. He's not someone who relies on everyone to make chances. He can go past people. He's quick, either foot as well. And he's look, it's a great achievement. 99 goals, scoring 100 goals for Man United. Stuff dreams are made of.
His overall game this season has been good, Scholes, hasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, his link-up play and leading the line, and I think he's doing a lot of things really well. The goals will come. 99 at 24. I mean, it's amazing. By the time he's finished, he could have 250 goals for United, which is...
I think under Ten Hag as well, he's found a little form. And actually, you'd say over the last 18 months, he's been a little bit quiet, maybe confidence had gone a little bit. I think under Ten Hag, he's had a new lease of life.
Why do you think that is? Do you think his versatility appeals to Erik Ten Hag?
He's just a quality player, Marcus. You know, he's got so much talent. He's got everything you need to be the perfect attacker. You know, can play multiple positions. He's quick. He's got great size. Scholes, he's got great technique. Everything's there. I just think, obviously, when you start and you burst onto the scene, you do so well. I think his confidence has been hit. You know, they had a lot of options in there with Ronaldo and Martial and all these different players, and he hasn't always played all the time. So I love his talent. I really do, and I think he's, you know, he just needs to be a little bit more consistent in front of goal, and the goals will fly in for him.
He took his goal well tonight, didn't he?
Yeah, really good goal ahead. I'm not sure how many headers he has scored in them 99 goals, but yeah, fantastic goal. I think Luke Shaw it is who crosses the ball in, really good cross. As I say, not probably known for his heading ability, but yeah, that's a fantastic header. And don't really need to put much power onto it because the power's already on the cross, the pace is on the cross from Luke. Not much movement about it, but still, what is he, 10 yards out? Really good header, gave the keeper no chance.
Does well to get into that space there, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's exactly where you want to see him. You know, often I think he likes to be outside the box, you know, having shots, because he He likes that. But in there, there's plenty of goals, especially the way they dominated the game, United, with all the possession. If he's in, goals will come from him.
6 goals already this season, which is more than he scored in the entire of last campaign. Is he hitting form at the ideal time ahead of the World Cup?
We hope so. As an ex-English player, yeah, of course, Jan. As we said, he did have a little bit of a lull in his career, and I think Ten Hag has really come in and given him confidence. He's his main man, I think, in them attacking areas. He's always fit. He's never injured, and as Owen said, he's got everything to his game. You would like to see his finishing. The only thing you'd like to see his finishing get a little bit better, but he creates chances for himself. He can play on the left-hand side. He can play through the mirror, play on the right-hand side. He gives you so many options, and he's, so far this season, he's been fantastic.
He does give United all those options, but where do you think he gets the best out of himself? What position is his best on the pitch?
I think he still prefers that little left-hand channel. I think they all do. Martial, Jadon Sancho, I think they all prefer not to be the centre forward. I think they prefer left, and not wide left, kind of narrow off that left-hand side. I think it suits them. But I'm a Scholes. I just think he can play anywhere. And I think if he can hold down one position, then he can probably get that consistency. But again, to have those stats at 24 years old, he's 25 on Monday, honestly, that deserves a huge compliment.
All of the talk heading into the game tonight would be whether or not Cristiano Ronaldo would start for Manchester United. Erik Ten Hag started him in the game, and he finally managed to get a goal, but not until late on, and he cut a frustrating figure throughout the match, didn't he? Can you understand why?
Yeah, of course, yeah. But he had plenty of chances in it, I suppose, and created that one for himself. And it's a chance you normally expect him to score, at least at the target. And eventually his goal came. It's a fantastic ball from Bruno. And you felt his goal was coming. Look, he missed so many chances. I think he missed a chance there and booted the ball as far away as he possibly could, because he was frustrated and he just couldn't get that goal. So to react to that header as well from the goalkeeper, to get the rebound, they're proper centre forwards goals, Evan. That's probably something that is a little bit missing from Marcus's game.
How much did he need that goal tonight?
Well, you could tell he wanted it. That's why he was so frustrated. And I think he was always in the right position, which just shows his instincts are there. The finishing will come. It's just. I think it's amazing. I think he deserves a huge compliment to this level still at 37. And he wants to play all the time. He doesn't want to sit and watch. He doesn't want to go quietly. Father Time is undefeated in every athlete. And I appreciate that he's trying to hang on and play as long as he can. And I think the goals will come from him. He's not scoring at the rate we saw last season, but if he keeps playing, I'm sure the goals will fly in for him.
Will everything that's happened in the last week now just be put to bed and be forgotten and be moved on?
Yeah, I think it was before the game. I think the way the manager's handled it has been perfect. He's dealt with it. He's come to this game. He's got prepared for this game, and try not to answer any more about it. It's done. It's dusted, as we said before. And Cristiano's not somebody who'll think about what's happened in the past. He'll only look forwards now. He'll try and score as many goals as he can. Will he still be here for the rest? I think he will be. I still think he has a lot to offer. It won't be in the way that he wants, but I think he'll probably come round to understanding that now. There'll still be games when he's needed, and his goals will be needed, because he produces most of the time what his club needs, and this team, they will need important goals going through the season if they're going to be successful, and I think he's always handy to have around.
And on the pitch in that front three tonight was the youngster, 18-year-old Garnacho. What can he learn from this situation with Ronaldo and playing on the pitch with him tonight as well? He was so impressive out there.
He was exceptional. He had real quality. The thing I liked about it, this is what he did. He was direct. He ran at defenders all the time. He had the step-overs up. He had tricks that had a bit of function as well. Cheeky little nutmeg. I think he had everything. He was just missing a goal or assist. But I thought overall, if you would say that kid was 18 years old, he was the most effective of all the front three players. And I really enjoyed watching him score. I just think he's definitely one for the future and for now, actually. Yeah,
this crowd, they love entertainment as well. I think this lad was really entertaining, almost like a young Cristiano at that age, taking the skill, taking the ball down like he did there with his little back heel. But I was impressed with, some wingers, they can only go one way sometimes, and he's a right-footed winger playing on the left-hand side. Sometimes they can't go down that left-hand side, but he did. He could do both, and it makes you so unpredictable. As Owen said, he probably missed an assist and a goal, but I thought his performance was exciting, really exciting for an 18-year-old kid. and he really is one to look for the future.
He'd had 35 minutes in a Manchester United shirt before tonight, so this was really his biggest opportunity to show the manager what he can do across the grand scheme of a whole match, and he did exactly that, didn't he?
Yeah, he didn't disappoint. I think the fans would have loved him. We all enjoyed watching him play. Obviously, Cristiano putting his arm around him. You know, he's great at that, but what a beautiful feeling. You know, he knows he played well, by the way. You know, as a player, he's walking off. Fans appreciated it. I'm sure his family, he'll have a proud moment. You know, all these guys come from such a far place to achieve their dream, to play out there on Old Trafford is a beautiful thing, and I thought he did fantastic tonight. Has
he proved himself enough to start in the Premier League at the weekend against West Ham, or do you expect him to start out in Spain next week for the last game? Or neither?
Difficult to say. Still very young. You're playing against opposition tonight, which isn't the strongest. We all appreciate that, but I'm not sure start on Sunday or Thursday. But it's definitely an option for the manager. He's definitely gave him something to think about. He could be one to come on for the last 20-30 minutes. He could be, as you say, more dangerous some of the players that have been playing every week because of the basic fact he can go past people on either side, and you know there's not that many wingers who can do that these days. And look, he's when you come into a team, you have to take your chance as a young player. We talked about Marcus as a young player burst onto the scene. You have to take your chance, and I think tonight I don't think he's done himself any harm.
Do you think he's made a case to start?
Maybe not start, but he's in the manager's thoughts now. Whereas obviously before with the minutes you said he probably wasn't. He's in now. You know, he's in. But they've got Sancho, they got Alanga, they got Martial, you know, Anthony. They got all these different options. But if he plays like that, he'll definitely play a lot more.
Okay.